Alright, we've been running around doing stuff for people. What's up, Alfie? Oh, here, level 61. Hey, Alfino's been making himself useful to the Resistance. And with that, another task is complete. Ah, Losha, I hear you've been keeping busy. Aye, she has, and we thank her for it. It pleases me to inform you that our new recruits have completed their initial training and are ready to contribute. As discussed, Minago, I'll have you present my proposal for an assault on Castrum Velalden to General Alden personally. So question, for people in chat who've been playing for a long time. I know at one point there was something that they called, like, Roban's Wall, which was, like, this big laggy event instance that took place that, like, stopped a lot of people from progressing with the game. Do you know when that was? Because I just want to know, like, what part exactly that had happened on, even if it's coming up or not. Of course, sir. Oh, that was her. Alright, that was... And are you and yours planning to return to Castrum Audience before the operation? If so, why don't we travel together? Maya says you already done it? Oh! Was that, Oh, that must have been whenever we fought, like, the Magitech thing, right? Okay, okay. That seemed weird, because, like, I felt like I wasn't doing that correctly, but, because it felt like everyone just had way more... Exactly? Oh, okay. Launch, you passed it already. Gotcha. Okay. I felt like I wasn't doing that correctly, because I just kept taking a lot of damage and almost died during it. So, oh, okay, I'm past it already. Oh, okay, that wasn't that bad. I thought it was like a bigger event than just like a single little ambush. This seems like a fine suggestion, but I must consult my comrades ere we depart. Very well. I'll wait for you to pass, but not too long. I expect Cryon and Yustola will wish to remain here to support the Shirigins, but nevertheless, we should go and ask them. Been the peak. Oh yeah, I already talked to you about that. That was because the duty server was overloaded. Yeah, I have a friend who has been playing a lot longer than me, who was telling me about Roban's Wall, and I didn't know when it was, but he mentioned it whenever I said I was starting Stormblood. Ninja's fun. I've never learned the rotation for it. Honestly, me neither. I see. That would explain the sudden flurry of activity outside. This operation marks a turning point in our conflict with the Galrians. For the first time, the Resistance and the Alliance shall go on the offensive and attempt to capture an Imperial outpost in occupied territory. Personally, I believe it is imperative that we offer them our full support, as was the case with Ishgard. However, there's not the choice to be made lightly, nor less on others' behalf. This is war, and every scion must decide what part he or she would play. I'll fight for Alamigo, for my father, for Ida. I'm in it to the end. The choice was made ere we were born, brother, when the Empire marched on Eorzea. They will stop at nothing to subjugate and slaughter us all. Van Balzar and Van Darnus were but the first to try. Though your fervor is surprising, I cannot dispute your logic. As we risk repeating myself, I, of course, am of the same mind. The present situation is untenable, and further complicated by the existence of Ilberd's primal. But I believe we have no recourse but to directly and openly intervene. I thought this was a foregone conclusion, given our actions thus far, but if you require renewed affirmation, then yes. I am still wholly committed to this cause, for it is inevitably the self-same cause that I have served since I first pledged to serve Master Lubisois in the Circle of Knowing. The salvation of Eorzea by any means necessary. That said, I will refrain from taking the field on this occasion. There are many here who require further treatment, and doubtlessly more to come after. I came here from Minfilia, and that hasn't changed. However, I'd like to stay with Yustola for now and tend to the wounded. You played WoW since vanilla, but stop with the current expansion. I have one friend who is obsessed with trying to get me to play Shadowlands again, because he doesn't have that many people to play with. And I've been like... He was so close to starting 14. He was so close to starting 14. And then they announced 9.2, and then he just got hooked back into it. So about that free trial for your friend. I've told him about it. I think he has it downloaded. He just stopped. He didn't play because, you know, 9.2 came out. And you know how that's gonna stick its hooks in him. I'm just so tired. I'm so burnt out and tired by Warcraft. Most of it, yeah. Well, no, they fill in like the gaps in the books instead of like actually showing it out in game. They expect you to just read the books and know what's going on that way. Sorry, I got lost in the flurry of all the people showing up in chat. Okay, sorry for the distraction. I'm gonna go back. Let me read more of this. Let me continue more of this MSQ. No, oh well. I was glad to have you here in 14. Oh, dude, I'm unabashedly happy to be in 14. It's such a refreshment, especially because I play a lot of D&D. So like, and we're like 85 sessions into my current homebrew campaign. And I've learned to appreciate lore and storytelling a lot more that way. And so, like, yeah, it burns me even more seeing Warcraft and then seeing this. So I've got a new appreciation for story. But anyway, let me get back to this. As for you, Losha, you are, to quote our dearest friend Lord Edmont, the woman who slew Gaius von Balzar and some half-dozen primals besides. Your present very well may prove the difference between victory and defeat. Many look to you as a hero, and a heap great expectations upon your shoulders, but you, like every scion, must decide for yourself. Oh, that's a lot of choices. I'll fight. The Empire poses too great a threat. We can but carry on, for those we have lost and for those we have yet to save. As long as there's battle to be fought, I'll be there. To be frank, Alfie, this isn't my fight, but I will do what I must. It's definitely our fight. It's definitely our fight, so I'm not gonna pick that. You know, I'm gonna quote Harsh Font. Get that in there, because I think that he said that, right? Well said indeed. Oh, Soul Blues. Hello, enjoying 14 so far? Oh, absolutely, Soul. Take care, Yustola Kryle. Do not hesitate to contact us if you require assistance. Lise, I would ask you to remain here by Conrad's side. We should go, or Minaga will leave without us. Thank you for this clip now, it scares Ponto. Might I persuade you to join us, though, sir? Should you wish to give your decision further consideration, Casham Orions should seem like an apt place to do it. You need not answer right away. I'm sure you can convince Minago to wait a little longer. Let me see. Oh, okay. I thought I could turn in the quest there, but no problem. Probably turn it over here. Yeah, you main Red Mage. Been playing since Shadowbringers release. Burnt out from Battle for Azeroth. Yeah, I heard that was a lot of like people starting to drop off point. Between Legion and Wrath, I would say probably WoW peaked. Like, well, those two are like the best expansions. So you'll be accompanying us. I'm full glad I am to hear it. All set. Let's be off. I want to try out Red Mage. Honestly, I haven't even unlocked Red Mage, to be honest. But it's something that I want to try, and I have a friend who just started his free trial. And after I was explaining kind of a couple of the, classes to him, I'm just gonna teleport. Why am I walking? And after I was explaining everything to him about like the different classes and stuff like that, he said he would definitely want to try out Red Mage for the aesthetic, which is important, to be honest, and also because he feels like that's what he would want to kind of main. Greetings well met, Captain Shalter. I've been dispatched from Laminsa to commend the Maelstrom forces here. The campaign has taken us quite far from the shores of Vilbrand, though the logistics of our prolonged deployment have been the source of much consideration. I prefer to view it as an opportunity to strengthen ties with our allies and study their methods. I hear Rogers reaches overrun with new recruits. Did I not tell you we only need to inspire the people to rise once more? Pippin, you're a master. Love you, man. Love you, Pippin. Pleasure to meet you, Losha. I oversee other operations here in the Elder Seed Seer's stead. Rest assured that our scouts were handpicked from the elite ranks of God's Quiver in the Wood Whalers. If the Imperials take so much as one step into East Ends, we will know. Legion was your first expansion on WoW. Wouldn't even consider it such a great experience, really. No, really? Red Mage is really fun. Yeah, people were telling me, that A Realm Reborn was going to be, like, boring as fuck. But I liked Realm Reborn a lot. The only part I didn't like was, of course, the Titan part, where you gotta, grind it out. But other than that, I was fine with A Realm Reborn. I went into it, oh, sorry. I went into it with the idea that this is 2013 content, so, you know, it's gonna be like that. But it wasn't that bad at all. And people have been talking shit about Stormblood, but I'm gonna give it a shot, because I think it'd probably be a lot better than people give it credit for. Welcome back, comrades. What news?
Greetings, General. I am at Commander Kemp's behest to brief you on the latest developments at the Reach. Our recruitment efforts have exceeded expectations. In addition to welcoming many motivated young Alamegans to our ranks, we've been bolstered by the arrival of several experienced veterans, largely thanks to the parts of the Scions. As a consequence, we are now able to field half a dozen new units, with more being trained as we speak.
Good. I gather Conrad is eager to strike while the iron's hot.
Just so, General. He proposes that we begin preparations for a joint operation to capture Castrum Velodinia? Capture Velodinia? Will not be easy. It will, however, be necessary for you to push east towards the capital.
There's no profit in delay. Only a matter of time before the Galrians learn of our plans and summon reinforcements. The Alliance hereby accepts Commander Kemp's proposal. Come to take no chances. Bring every able-bodied Alamegan who can wield a weapon. Pippin, I want Velodian watched. Assess his defenses. Every fortress has a weakness, and I would know that this one's.
If there's no objection, General, might the Scions join Marshal Toppin?
I think my connection's starting to get a bit spotty, and I do apologize for that. I have other roommates here, and they probably are starting to stream stuff and watch stuff online, so by all means, if that is all, let's be about it. At least
Conrad and the General of one mindset, it seems. I only wish I could say the same. Whilst aggressive strategy may profit us in the end, what losses will be suffered in the meantime? Anyway, we should speak with the Vice Marshal about this reconnaissance mission, and see how he would like to proceed.
Well, let me grab that. Pippin is looking forward to the assault on Castrum Velodian.
Thank you for volunteering to join me. This should be a straightforward reconnaissance mission, so long as we do not have the ill fortune to run into a foul of an Imperial patrol. Come, our destination is beyond the far east end, just north of Velodian.
Is it Velodian? I think it's Velodian. I'm not sure though. Let's see, where are we at? Okay, we'll travel. We'll travel via Chocobo. We can go. We can do this. But yeah, A Realm Reborn was perfectly fine. You know, I've kind of, as I've gotten older, learned that whenever I'm watching media or experiencing media, you always have to look through it through the lens of, like, the era it came out in. And knowing that that content was 2013 content, I couldn't hate it. I couldn't bring myself to, like, come at it with, like, that super critical eyes that everyone else did. Like I said, in the end, I still enjoyed it, so as long as you enjoy it, you can't let anyone bring you down about it. But there is criticism to be had. That's something that I realize a lot nowadays. People do confuse critiquing or having criticism for something as you disliking it. Because there's a lot of content, and there's a lot of things that I like a lot that are no means perfect. And I will, like, point out the flaws, but you can still enjoy it and still like something. It's just acknowledging its faults. I think it's a healthier way of just viewing media in general. Not appears out of the ordinary at a glance. Oh, we have to take this thing right now? Ooh, I'm hyped. Even should they be unaware of our plans, I would be surprised if their western defenses were not heavily fortified, given the presence of allied forces at the wall. I hope we take that, like, now. Topple that tower. I'm a diehard Final Fantasy fan, but I've always hated the idea of FF MMORPG because Final Fantasy equals great story, and MMO, a story tends to be really bad. I was only convinced about 14 after the Shiva fight, especially that, ooh, I know exactly what you're talking about, Soul. I got my Shiva figure. I have a Shiva figure now. I went to go pick one up from eBay because I love Shiva and I love Ysael's character so much. Yeah, like over there. It's like I had to get that. That was like, I think the part that like really made me realize like, oh shit, this is like gonna keep getting better as we keep going on. Like it's not gonna peak. It's gonna keep getting better. And then Heavensward happens. And then all that shit happens. I'm not expecting Stormblood to live up to Heavensward's hype, but I'm just expecting it to just be a good part of the game. Alright, Pippin. This ought to be close enough. Now we settle in for a long watch. That said, it would be prudent to keep your weapons at ready, in the event a passing patrol stumbles upon us. Or worse. Upon reconnoitering, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Oh, okay. It's recommended you set aside sufficient time to view these cutscenes in their entirety. Wow, okay. I know my connection is, like, bleeding red right now, and I am not very happy about that. I don't know. Should I do this right now? Yeah, I'll do this and probably have to call my stream afterwards, because I don't like streaming whenever my connection is lagging a lot. Yeah. Okay, so they should stop that. Hopefully, the connection is a bit better now. Or it will be better in a second. So let's see. I'm gonna turn off that so we have more cutscene viewability. Let's see.
Excellent. The disposition of the Imperial forces is exactly as expected. I will notify Father.
Okay.
Cannon fire! Where did it come from?
No shit. I knew this was gonna go bad.
Smoke! There! Is that... Oh gods, it's Ralga's Reach.
Oh, fuck. I knew it was gonna go bad. Oh, no! That is so upsetting. Oh, God. I didn't think it'd be this bad this quickly.
It's no use. I think someone's jamming our communications.
Oh, fuck.
You don't think... Could this be part of a coordinated attack?
Too early to draw conclusions. We must abort the assault and return to the Reach at once.
I swear to God, did we recruit, like... Did we unintentionally recruit, like, Galrian spies whenever we were doing our recruitment thing?